Hi, I'm Beaver Buddy. Get ready for a magical children's story with a heartwarming moral about how kindness creates unexpected beauty in the world. What if the fiercest-looking dog had the gentlest heart? In a quiet valley, there lived a big, shaggy dog named Bobo, who barked louder than any storm. Everyone in town feared Bobo. His growl echoed through the hills, and his paws left muddy prints bigger than dinner plates. But Bobo had a secret. Behind the old windmill, hidden by ivy and moss, Bobo tended to a magical butterfly garden filled with blossoms that shimmered in every shade. He watered the tulip bells with his slobbery tongue, sang to the golden ferns, and guarded every petal with eyes full of silent devotion. The butterflies adored him. Every morning, they danced around his nose and perched on his tail like living jewels, painting him with their colors. Bobo never let anyone near the garden. Not because he was mean, but because it was delicate, precious, and meant only for creatures who truly cared. One sunny day, a curious squirrel named Pippa scurried past the windmill and peeked through the vines. Her eyes sparkled with wonder at the sight. Bobo stood growling at the entrance, his nose twitching. But Pippa didn't run. Instead, she whispered, "It's beautiful. I promise I won't hurt it." To Bobo's surprise, the butterflies flew to Pippa. One even landed on her whiskers. Her kindness was as real as the bloom of the sugar leaf roses. Slowly, Bobo stepped aside. It was the first time he'd ever let another see his secret world. Pippa tiptoed in with awe, her tail quivering with joy. They spent hours exploring the colors together. Pippa giggled as a row of blue-winged flutters tickled her ears and made her sneeze with delight. From that day forward, Bobo and Pippa became silent guardians of the garden. They watched the clouds, told quiet stories, and grew the garden brighter. But one morning, the garden was still. No butterflies danced. The tulip bells were silent. A strange, cold wind swept across the valley. Pippa shivered. "Something's wrong," she said. Bobo sniffed the air and growled low. He knew someone had been near during the night. They followed tiny broken petals and disturbed soil to a set of muddy boot prints leading away toward the hills. Someone had stolen from the garden. The trail led to an abandoned barn. Inside, dozens of butterflies fluttered in glass jars, their wings drooping, their sparkle gone. A lonely boy sat among them. His clothes were torn, and his eyes looked tired. "I just wanted to see something beautiful," he whispered. Bobo growled, but Pippa stepped forward. "You can't steal beauty. You have to grow it, protect it, share it gently, like we do." The boy looked down. "I didn't mean to hurt them. I've never seen anything like that garden. I didn't think anyone would notice." Bobo's growl softened. One butterfly slipped out of its jar and fluttered to the boy's hand. A tear rolled down his cheek as it glowed gently. "Can I help fix it?" the boy asked. "I'll carry water, plant flowers, anything." Pippa nodded, "But only if you promise to treat it with love." They returned together. The garden was quiet, but the boy knelt with care, setting each butterfly free. One by one, their shimmer slowly returned. For weeks, the boy worked hard. He hummed to the vines, painted little wooden signs, and learned every flower's favorite kind of sunlight. Bobo watched him with slow trust. At night, they shared stories by fireflies. The garden began to grow in ways it never had before. New flowers bloomed, ones even Bobo had never seen. multicolored swirls with petals like feathers, and glowing blue orchids shaped like stars. The butterflies returned in flocks. The garden buzzed and danced like a living dream. And the boy? He smiled more than ever before. One morning, Bobo barked joyfully as dozens of children peeked through the vines. The boy had invited them all to share in the wonder. Bobo didn't growl this time. He wagged his tail proudly, and butterflies swirled above like confetti. The garden was no longer a secret. It had become a gift, started with one heart, protected by two, and healed by a third. Now it belonged to all who came in kindness. Moral: when we protect what's beautiful and share it with kindness, we help the world become more magical than we ever imagined. See you soon with more magical adventures, wonderful places, and heartwarming tales with Beaver Buddy.